Alright chat, so I started to write this video a little bit after I began my Digimon World playthrough. This was my first blind, no guide run of Digimon World. So as a disclaimer, right, I've only played Digimon World and Next Order at this point, so I can't speak on Redigitize. We'll take care of that later, right? Maybe. Anyways, let's see what I was thinking. The Digimon World styled Digimon games, they're interesting, It's not an easy format to understand, to play, to just overall get behind, but original fans of the series, that's all they talk about. They love it. They're not gonna talk that bad about it. And it's interesting to me, and that's why I'm on a mission. I need to understand the hype, the enthusiasm. I'm trying to see the vision. Overall, I'm trying to see what y'all see, right? So to that end, we started up a Digimon World playthrough. I've been streaming Next Order in prep for its PC and Switch release. And at this point, it's kind of all I'm thinking about, right? Digimon World is just always constantly on my mind. There's this thing in my head I'm gonna say it, bro. I feel like Cyber Sleuth is a blessing and a curse. Story games play like traditional RPGs, which is completely different from Digimon World. But it's the better option for newbies to play, in my opinion, if they want to get into Digimon. Stop! How can you be saying this when Digimon World best represents Digimon as a brand? You just wake up and lie? Is that just what you do? Are you getting paid for this? You are. This is for a video. Oh my God. Getting paid to spread lies. This is incredible. I can't believe I even gotta say this shit, bro. Are you stupid? Just let me know.
What?
Listen, if you are, then this will make sense. Then I'll apologize.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. You know that, right?
Whoa. Chill, bro. No need to resort to violence. Freaking princess.
Bro.
Shut.
Dude, bro.
Where's the drip coming from? Y'all, how did both of them look so good? I'm trying to get like them. What's up with that, man?
theworldeffect.shop. Yes, sir.
Don't cop y'all drip right now, man.
I can get that right now?
Now between me and you, the sales end on Friday.
Well, I need to act fast.
But because I like you, I'm gonna get you some drip right now.
That's a bet. That's
I
a bet.
got you, bro. I got you. Now hold
What
on.
I gotta do though?
I gotta do a little ritual though.
Is something supposed to happen?
Man, nothing in life is free.
Oh.
Come on, man. You thought I was...
Damn, you got some magic tricks or something. I don't know what's going on, but hey, I appreciate this. I appreciate it. I appreciate the
thought
drip,
this was
man.
a joke? Come on, bro.
But you gotta get out of here.
Wait, already?
I gotta do this video, bro. Go.
Now, I can definitely vouch for my guy, okay? Because Digimon World is a very unique series. But the problem is, uniqueness doesn't equal greatness. Honestly, to some people, it's the opposite. Let me use an example. Let's look at Elden Ring. Now, I personally think it's the best game ever created, and I'm not kidding. Yet, I find it funny how I don't care for Dark Souls at all. I've tried, but it was Bloodborne that sold me on the initial gameplay formula. I know a lot of people who feel the same way as me, and I find this so weird. All their games basically play the same. Break it down, and all it is an RPG with semi-unfair ending designs that enforces a certain level of skill, or just replayability in order to master. But it's really just about the timing. So what happened, bruh? Why is it that I absolutely love Elden Ring and basically every single spin-off except Dark Souls? I just don't like it. What's the problem? What's going on? I just like said it. It's like a riddle or a hint or something. It took some iterations. Digimon World is currently on their Dark Souls grind, bruh. We need to hit our Elden Ring-like glow up, bruh. Stop playing with me. We gotta evolve. Come on, we know all about that. This shouldn't be hard, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so like, did y'all notice? This is crazy to me. Rogue likes roguelite. Two different things. I've always heard those two terms, but thought they were just the same word. No, two different things. Roguelikes are the originals, right? And then there's the subgenre roguelite, and things like Dark Souls and Digimon World are both considered roguelites. To be considered a roguelike, you have to have permadeath, procedurally generated levels, and then complexity, meaning like multiple ways to go about winning the game, beating the game. And then a roguelite just steals some but not all of those features. So thinking about Digimon World, right? Death is inevitable. You can't escape it. Either you're dying from old age or dying from losing all three of your hearts. And this kind of results in overall game progression being lost as well. It's crazy. And on the other hand, this game is crazy. Some areas are requiring certain attributes, right? Your Digimon has to be that attribute, which is just wild to me because that means if you don't have it, that means you gotta play the whole game out with this Digimon before you can go and do that area. Some recruits are day or time sensitive. There's just a lot of information you gotta know if you wanna beat the game. And the way that you get that information is also equally as confusing. And then when they tell you the information, it's a little cryptic. So everything about Digimon World doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Either you know what you're doing or you're gonna learn real fast that this isn't your type of game. I said it earlier, but we need to hit that Elden Ring like glow up. And what I mean by that is the love of Digimon World is kept, right? We're still shitting, we're still dying, and the game is plagued. I mean this in the lightest way, with unfair core mechanics in a sense, but there's overall a balance. Elden Ring basically has two sections in the game, right? There's open world Dark Souls, and then there's pure Dark Souls. Open world Dark Souls is a lot more forgiving. It's less of a jump scare, right? It's a little bit more casual. I will say though, the game is still hard, whichever side you're playing. By adding in some popular gameplay mechanics like an open world, I think they were able to immediately appeal to a broader audience and, you know, at least turn some heads. I mean, they first appealed, and then after that, it's what they made that, you know, gave them the success. Let's be honest. But I believe in my soul that if Digimon World could find the right balance in its gameplay formula, that we would hit that Elden Ring, that Persona-like glow up. Wow. I don't know about y'all, but sheesh, I was cooking. I was in the kitchen, theworldeffect.shop. Go and get y'all a drip. Come on, man.
Yes, sir. Anyways, I was cooking. That's crazy, bruh. It's so surreal, though, because I have just recently been playing so much Elden Ring because the DLC is coming out, right? And I've been grinding my friend up. It's the perfect excuse to play the game. I love it. This is just so fitting.
Let me get the mic, bruh.
In my opinion, right, based off all the games, Digimon games that I've played, Digimon World is the best Digimon game to me. Next Order came in with some not so good and okay changes, but overall, they made the game so tedious. Not saying that Digimon World isn't tedious, but it has a charm that offsets, okay? And you know what it didn't have? Humans.
Now do me a favor. Look at the two versions of the Digimon World box art. Now look at Digimon World Next Order. It's just a completely different vibe. Not bad, but just a different vibe. When you start to include too many humans into these Digimon World stories, I think it starts to strip away from the importance of Digimon in the story. Their roles get diminished, you know what I'm saying? And I start to feel less like I'm in a digital world and it's more of like a TV show. That's probably why I felt like I was playing Persona. You know, first time I'm playing Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. There's just something special about Airdramon. Only Airdramon coming to pick me up at the end of Digimon World 1. Or how Eddymon, I don't actually understand what's going on. What is it? He can't have a harem? And so we're not letting him in the city? I don't really get it, but it's that randomness. You know, these weird random Digimon shenanigans that add a charm to the game. We'll see how the next story game shapes up. You know, it's a story game, but the fact that it's set in the digital world is interesting. So we'll see if there's a better balance there.
So now that I've beaten World 1, as I look back, I honestly overlooked the fact that this is essentially an open world game. And you gotta remember, this is a PS1 game. So when you really think about it, bruh, Digimon World 1 was ahead of its time. So when I think about Next Order, right, it did expand on how big each area is. But it's funny because this is still a handheld game. So whenever I think about the graphics, I'm like, you know, this is still mid. But at the very least, for the open world, right, it gives me some type of a perspective of what we can expect when the next one comes that's built on a home console. And this brings us to our first potential point. Let's just address it immediately, bro. Y'all made bigger open worlds, right? Right? But you didn't want to give us an efficient way, an easy way to maneuver, to get through this nonsense. Now, can y'all imagine if we had the ability to mount? Shit. Wrong game.
But while we're here, the first thing that comes to my mind is the mount types. Imagine if because your Digimon partner is Beelzebumon, you get to ride Behemoth. Shit, Garurumon, if we think about it, like he'd be a good early game Digimon to strive for because he'd probably be really fast. Maybe it's not that the Digimon that help you maneuver are your main partners. Maybe it's more of a secondary thing. So it's like you have your main partner who battles and explores with you, then you have another partner or partners that help you maneuver. Now I'm thinking of Pokemon Legends Arceus. I ain't mad at it. Something else would be Digimon's traits or natures. Those could also help us in the open world. If you think about it, Cyber Sleuth actually does have Digimon traits. It's the World Series that kind of gets rid of them. When I got Vegemon, why doesn't he make the city's meat grow faster, or maybe enemies drop meat more? Betamon, Siegemon, either they're like swimming mounts or they make fishing easier. I don't know. Let's work with that though. Maybe we could go underwater. World 3 vibes? Shit, underground? I don't know, bro. Let's do something with it. With how many things going on in this style of Digimon game, it just makes no sense to not involve our partners more. It's so beneficial between building a bigger bond and just making our lives easier. I've been on this kick recently around how it's like the most recent Digimon games are handheld games. So it's hard to judge them, especially how far we're out. You know, those games are old news, bro. I know they're the newest, but they're old freaking news. Now that modern hardware, handhelds are basically out of the mix at this point. We gotta see what Bandai does with this next story game. That we cannot judge anything. And so to that end, story games, they can go anywhere, right? I don't really know. It's hard to, but World specifically, right? There's certain aspects, areas that are standard, and like you can actually visualize and think what more investments would look like. You gotta understand, quality in a game, it adds to the experience. Yes, we don't need crazy graphics, but if you want to give them to me, that's kind of the point. Look at Super Rumble. Those animations are absolutely insane. Every time I think about them, every time I see them, I'm like, yo, I'm about to go play that game. And then a split second later, I'm like, never mind. Imagine if the games were good, bro. Imagine. If we didn't focus too much on the graphics, we can actually put more effort into like the terrains, what's in the open worlds. But again, you know, it's about what kind of money are they willing to put down. Let me know what kind of things you would like to see in Digimon World in the comments below. Now, if we want to, you know, then the Digimon World formula needs to fundamentally adjust. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to really get rich. So we're gonna need to figure this out one way or the other. There's a few problems with Digimon World games, you know, but the biggest one of them, is the death mechanic. Funny, because I'm actually not that concerned about it, and I believe it should stay. But I do have some wishes. And at the same time, I can completely understand why it would turn somebody away from this game. Hey, really think about it. Isn't that weird? The fact that the death of your Digimon is inevitable. He will die multiple times. Imagine somebody thinking about, oh, you know, I want to play Digimon World. What's that? My Agumon dies at age 6? Like, what are you talking about? Yet, like I said, it's important. It needs to stay. Digimon's appeal is about raising, training, but more intimately than other monster catching games. What it is we need an efficient way to rebuild, right? To get back to where we were previously. World 1's okay, you know, the gym is adequate. It's enough. It gets the job done. And then it's like, if you want to get a certain evolution, then yeah, okay, you got to go get some wins, battle. But that's nice. It balances it out.
But next order is so annoying. The most efficient way to train is by doing live battles versus the gym. And live battles take a lot of your time. When you die and reset, we're looking at like 3 hours of simply just grinding. So what's the solution?
Options. If after death we had either a surefire way to get back to that stage we just were at, or we could restart, get some bonuses, get some buffs of some sort for having to restart, right? Let's give an incentive for restarting or make it easy to get back. I think at that point we could potentially get some more people. Thoughts? Now the second problem, in fact, let's stop calling them problems. They're just hurdles. You know what I'm saying? We just need iterations and then we'll fix them. So they're not problems, they're just hurdles. Temporary hurdles. We're 100-meter hurdle jumpers, right? It's not a problem, we'll jump over them, you know? But anyways, it's a hurdle. It's this concept of randomness. Specifically speaking, requirements. Evolution requirements, it's a whole struggle in their own right. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole thing. Personally, for me, it's very important because who I'm using throughout the digital world, that's a big part of the experience. I gotta have my TK with me, you know what I'm saying? But if you think about it, this is not a foreign struggle, right? Cyber sleuth, trying to get who you were looking for, you were evolving, evolving, you know what I'm saying? It was a process too. Early game Digimon World though, it's probably better off to just leave it to chance, right? Because if not, you're gonna be online looking up stuff, plotting your perfect evolution path. Personally, I feel like that takes away from the gameplay experience. You know, I remember the days you couldn't look stuff up. I kind of miss it, low key, because now I'm always tempted to look it up if I can't figure it out immediately, basically. But we need the right amount of information in the game to not force me to go online. And that transitions into the other side, right? The story requirements. Both World 1 and Next Order, there's certain parts, sections, there's certain things that are so specific that need to happen. Either it happens by chance or you get kind of stuck. World 1 is way worse than Next Order. Next Order isn't as bad. But overall, the whole thing, if we look at it holistically, they're both confusing.
I don't know who we hurt, chat, but they just don't want to give us information. Like I said, Next Order has a bunch of humans telling you what to do and where to go. But World, it's just like, yo, you better talk to people or you're not gonna figure this out. So what's the solution?
Just give it up, man. Just be straight with me, bruh. I'm not asking for much. I'm really not. Don't give me everything. Just be more straightforward and less cryptic. That's all. That's it. For example, evolutions. Tell me what I need to evolve. If I've seen them in the wild, I've seen them before, tell me. And for the story, I want to borrow Mega Man Battle Network. We gotta get back to that. I'm gonna get back to that. Let me talk to my partner Digimon and be like, yo, TK, what's good? What are we supposed to do right now? I forget, it's been like a 2-3 weeks since I played last, you know what I'm saying? I used to love that in that game, bro. I didn't matter how long it was before I played. I get on, I press L, Mega Man, Mega Man right there to tell me what's good. What's good, bro? Oh, what's that? We gotta go fight the final boss. Wow, okay, bet. And that's at any point of the game, right? Any point of the game, I press L, yo, what's good? You know, tell me what's up. Things like that though, you know? And the best part is it's not only affecting the gameplay, but it's helping build a connection, making it feel more intimate of a relationship as we're playing through the game. And I really feel like, bro, if we can solve those two hurdles, you know what's coming. If we can solve those two hurdles, they're not problems. Those two hurdles, then ladies and gentlemen.
I see you watching. I be chillin', said I'm tryna catch a vibe. If you think I'm funny, then you gotta press subscribe. We just getting started, see me smiling in a while. Hey, leave a comment, tell me how you doing. I'm just tryna lift the mood. Ain't been going dummy, someone say that he's that dude. Even if you hate me, I'm just happy that you view. Hey.